Well, here we are with Mr. Pete Sparks. Now, for the last 17, 18 years, you've been the head honcho of the UK HFT. For the last 12 or 13 years, head honcho of the WHFTA. You've had a couple of years off, very well deserved. What do you think of this new amazing venue we've got here today?
I think Kieran and the lads have done fantastic for this. It's the venue, you couldn't have asked for no better. You know, we've had game fairs in the past, it's been good.
Yeah.
But I think this is the future of the structure of WHFTA, to be honest.
Absolutely. I mean, Kelmarsh always treated us incredibly well.
Yeah.
But I remember wading through mud and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Because it was around about Easter time and you'd get all the rain and all that.
That was the problem. If you remember the one year, we had that storm come in and we had to shoot on the one day.
Yeah.
And then, you know, we couldn't take a chance no more because the headache, the stress of that. And I thought, no, never again. Do you know what I mean? A great venue, great people. Yeah. But just wasn't worth it.
Have you been out on any of the courses?
Yeah, both courses this morning look fantastic.
I'll tell you, how long have the course setters been out here working?
All week. Basically, they come here Monday, do you know what I mean? And they haven't stopped. And I think they finalised some of it this morning. So, you know, I know from years doing it course setting and organising, and you can't do both.
Yeah.
That's why we brought a team on board. It's a mix and it's different.
Yeah, I mean, because Pete obviously isn't just like the admin of the UK HFT. You ran Quarry for years, setting courses, doing all of that kind of stuff. I mean, one of the premier clubs in Wales, if not the country. I mean, it's the home of HFT.
Yeah, that's where it all started with this version of HFT. It's like we say, we never claimed to invent HFT, but we claimed to make it worldwide and national. Do you know what I mean? So with our rules, and we are learning from it every year.
Exactly. Well, I say it looks like an amazing venue where we are today. Borderswood. It's, well, I think it's absolutely stunning, and hopefully we'll be here for many years to come.
Well, I think if the landowner's happy, and I think the shooters are going to be happy, I think that's without saying. You know, we'll put in structure and book it tomorrow, ready for next year. Do you know what I mean? That's how impressed I am with this venue.
Brilliant.
You know, Kieran's found a fantastic venue here.
Yeah.
You know, we had a couple of options. Yeah. Narrowed it down, and this is the place, and I'm glad we chose it.
Yeah, no, it seems absolutely brilliant. Well, Pete, thank you so much, Daddy. And hopefully we'll see you back shooting very, very soon.
Hopefully next year it all goes well. Thank you very much.
Good man.
Cheers, buddy. Mate. All the best.
We've already spoken to Pete Sparks, who has been running the HFT World Championships since ad infinitum. But now we've found Kieran Turner, who's picked up and run with the mantle for the last couple of years. How are you finding this? Looks like an amazing new venue.
Yeah, it's to be honest, Gary, it's been yeah, the venue's insane. We're really, really fortunate with that. It's it ticks all the boxes for what we need in terms of I wouldn't say taking over the mantle from Pete, because he's very much active in the background, but it seems that for whatever reason I've become a little bit more forward facing than that, and it's not generally not my bag. It isn't for sure, but all in all I think it's been positive. Everything's been positive so far. We've got an influx of new people that are coming on. People seem to enjoy themselves, and we're blessed with a great venue with great weather, mate.
I think Kieran's putting himself down. You've been the point man for the last couple of years, and Pete's been doing a ton of work behind the things.
Yeah, for sure.
But for actually being on site and being the person that you need to go to and taking all the phone calls and all of that, you've put in a huge amount of work, and it's got to be applauded. You have.
Yeah, well, thank you for that. But just to be very clear, there's a good amount of other people that do a lot of things behind this. But I agree that there is someone that typically needs to kind of just mould it together in a kind of. I fell into that role, unfortunately.
So you're saying that. So we've got a team. So how many people have we had on site all week doing all the work?
All week, 20 people. I've had 20 people all who give up the time for free to come along and put all this together with not a great deal of money and a great deal of enthusiasm. The big one. And
that's the thing. Events like this, they don't just happen. You know, they need a huge amount. They need a huge team behind to get things done. Toilets, water, all the settings, strimming.
Yeah, for sure. The devil's in the detail with these sorts of things. We've been doing for a while. The devil is in the detail, and also get the basics right. If you don't get the basics right, the fundamental toilets, the ground, it's game over. It's game over, and then you can build from that. But it takes an insane amount of work. Insane amount of work.
And speaking of things that make World Championships what they are, looks like we've got some amazing sponsors. I mean, I know of Air Arms and things like that. So who else have we got?
So off the top of my head, and hopefully these guys forgive me if I forget someone. So we've got Air Arms, Optizan, Optics Warehouse, Ron Daly's, JSB, QYS, PRS, Davies Built Gun Stocks, and there's a few others, so apologies for forgetting. There is a massive list. We're in terms of recommended retail as well.
Yeah.
Recommended retail price of the sponsorship items, we're knocking around the 20 grand mark, which is insane for what we do, is considering we shoot tin chickens in the woods.
I mean, another great thing, we've got JSB just over there, and they've brought batches of pellets which they've selected, back at their factory, and they're allowing people to go out and test them before they buy. And I've never heard of that happening at any other game fair or anything like that.
No, it's something we've worked really closely with the JSB team and say, hey, what can we offer to their consumers, customers, and what can we offer to our competitors that's actually useful? Because the vast majority of people use a JSB derivative pellet. And it's good to do that batch test to get this unique opportunity to go do this, interact with JSB as well, and then purchase the pellets, and then walk away, and then they've got their year's supply, and it keeps the JSB pellets kind of in the top end of that field. Not to say that there isn't other quality pellets that are now coming onto the market, but that's what these guys have been working closely with.
Most of them. Well, so as we're wrapping up, what would you say to people who are out there who've never shot World Championships before and are thinking about coming to join us next year, possibly again at Balderswood? What would you say to them?
Get involved, get in touch with us, get involved, get in touch, look at all the resources that are available. Your channel, Gary, Life at the Range. Look at these resources and just get involved. It's not that daunting once you get into it. New people, when they come into it, their learning trajectory it seems steep, but it actually isn't. Just get involved. Just get involved. If you've got a rifle and you think, I want to get outside, just do it. Just do it. I think that's nice sports. I think that's already copyrighted already. But hey, there we go.
Just do it.
Yeah, just do it.
Kieran, thank you so much for all your hard work.
Well,
are you shooting this afternoon?
I'm not, unfortunately, but c'est la vie, as is life.
Let's not forget, only person ever to clear 2 World Championship courses, 2 perfect sixes, and our very, very first HFT World Champion.
Once upon a time, a much younger man.
But he never likes me to mention it.
Not at all.
No worries. Thanks, Kieran.
Thanks ever so much for your time, mate.
Cheers, mate.
Thank you.
Well, we're on a ceasefire, so time for a little bit of granola. Today's going better. You'll see from yesterday's footage, I had a really bad day yesterday, came in with a 44. I killed my first target and then went clank, 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 killed one, clank, 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 missed 7. And I got myself so frustrated, and the rest of the day went to pot. This game is incredibly mental, not just about skill with shooting, and I think that is where I'm lacking. When I shoot badly, I get frustrated and I try to shoot better, and that causes me to miss. Today I'm much more relaxed because I'm completely out of it. So I'm having some good time with my mates. I'm having a granola square. I've had a bit of Lucasade and we're shooting the targets and they're all falling over. Really, really good. So I think we're going to have a video coming up at some point in the future all about mental strength and how to compete in HFT. Shot, Ricky. He hasn't missed one yet. He's shooting really, really well. Ben, on the other hand, rubbish.
I've got to box my rifle up again. I've let myself down, I've let the sport down, and most of all, I've let Gary down because he's inflatable.
And he let his trousers down. Is it me next? Or was it you?
No, it's you. Sit back.
Cracking shot, Ben. Shot. Now, this was an interesting target. The target is clearly behind the tree where the number is. And when you look at the target, it looks a long way away. But when you get down and you bob your head, and you can find a mark on the target to bob your head to, it gives you a certain range. I'm not going to say because these two are listening behind me. And then the final thing is you check the history on the plate. Everything in the kill zone and on the plate is high. So that means it can't be full length or 40 or whatever, so you know roughly what it is. So using 2 or 3 sections of your range finding skill, you can zero in on what the target should be. But I'm going to get up now because they're itching to give it a go, and I've waited long enough for the wind to pick up. Okay, so we got the standing target here, freestanding. It's a little lollipop in the distance. So listen for the sound of silence. We've also got a lot of wind today, and the interesting thing here is what screwed me up early on is we've got tons of wind up high in the trees, very little along the ground. So I was overwinding for the first couple, but what a fantastic course. But let's have a go at this freestander. I wish I'd watched my own videos on standers. Is it alignment, alignment, alignment? Well, a solid one, and in this kind of conditions I'll happily take that. Good luck. Got Ricky.
Yeah.
Cracking shot, man. See, you don't completely suck. Right, we just had the perfect trifecta on that lollipop target. Ben had a 0, I had a 1, Ricky had a 2. I head bobbed it and it came at 35 yards. Ben, you ranged it by eye?
I thought it was a 35 mil at 45 yards. Didn't head bob it.
What did you shoot it at?
I ranged it at 40 yards.
Well, there you go. I went out left because it took no wind for me at all.
No, it took no wind from me.
I went straight on and straight over the top.
Yeah.
There you go. So,
Yeah.
you know, we all had different ideas and different things, and that's the beauty of HFT. Sometimes you can get 2 but give different ranges and still kill it. But
I
I had to use the blur on my scope to get that.
yeah,
You know? So that's how it wasn't completely blurred, which would be my 45.
Yeah.
It was slightly, and it was 1 mil dot in my scope. So
the 25mm kill.
I don't know the size of the kill.
Oh,
I couldn't tell you. It's too blurred for me for that.
Yeah.
You know? So,
The joys of HFT.
yeah.
Right, come on, let's crack on.
Really good course so far, loving it, but I've had too many donuts for me to be proud about. Shooting open sights, it's great when you get them down, horrible when you miss, but that's just the nature of it. So what I've got is a HW77 open sights, and that is zeroed at 45 yards. So you line all of the gap underneath, so it's just below the 45 yard kill. And then all you do between all your distances, you adjust the gap between it. So 35 yards, you've got the biggest gap, which is about 2.5 inches below the kill. And the idea of this green thing is so I can get the same amount of history, so I can read the history same as everybody else, and also read wind, and get reference to kill sizes and see where I've missed, hopefully, if there's a mark I left on the kill. It's just an aid really, that's all it is.
A little bit down at the back. Perfect.
778.
Wonderful.
So this is amazing. Okay, well, we're roughly 2/3 of the way through. Everything's going really, really well. We've just been with the lovely Jo, who's taken us through the chronograph. We've got chronographs on both courses today. Make sure everybody is nice and legal. But we're all having a really good time. It's a beautiful day,
This one.
and what a wonderful place to be. Good shot. Shot. You see, I can do this every now and then. Well, Rick just knocked down his final one, 56, so we make sure we count up. Luckily, it's quite easy, it's only 4, so even my bad maths, we can count that. And make sure the card is signed. Now for Ben's one, Ben's going to take a little bit more working out, so we're going to send this off to NASA and they're going to calculate all of the misses, and we'll be back to you once the Cray supercomputer has worked out his score. 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Right, you need this for a 21. Well, Rachel Riley has been in contact. She's calculated Ben's score for us, and Ben had an amazing 41. Now we all know that Ben can shoot much better than that, so he's had a bit of a bad day. Ricky had a 56, that's really good, and I had a 47, which is better than yesterday, but not good enough. I'm not shooting well at the moment. There's still some issues I've got, and I can't work out what's going on. We have areas where I go kill, 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 and then I'll go 5 or 6 shots where I go clank, 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 clank. And I don't know if it's a gun issue as the piston's rotating round, if it's a mental issue, fatigue. You know, I'm trying to build up my health, but we know that the gun is good because it kills difficult targets. My range finding seems to be okay, but we need to drill down and work out what the issue is. Is it the weapon? Is it me? Is it a lack of skill in certain sort of things to do? So hopefully we've got some videos coming up on life at a range, and we're going to really get into this, and we're going to hopefully come back next year and put on a better showing, and maybe one day I can get my world title back. Well, here we are, we've come for a little wander around the course, and I've bumped into Mr. Mick Fern. I say the Scots are trying to get in on the act as well. Mick, did you shoot this Bravo course this morning?
I shot it terribly this morning. Really terrible. I was come up with a 44.
Oh, I shot on this 44 yesterday. 2-2 Springer?
No, an anti-shots, unfortunately.
Oh.
It's a poorly anti-shots, yeah.
Oh, you see, I don't feel so bad now because I got the same score as Mick. Mick is actually one of the country's top shooters. I mean, you do really, really well. And
Sometimes.
how did you find it?
I love this course. It's very, very technical. Loved all the custom faceplates that we've used as well. Mega.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So, World Championships this year, you've been in the Worlds pretty much since day one, haven't you?
My first Worlds was the 2014.
2014?
2014 was my first World, so I've done a few. Yeah.
Amazing.
And just,
Yeah.
coming up from the tech, yeah.
You're all right, Michael.
Shooting, yeah,
We're going to
yeah.
grab you in a minute. We
Yeah.
just had Michael Kurdybelski, who's just walked past us, and he's got the most amazing rifle, which go away. Not telling the Scots to go away, but
Yeah.
you know. But Mick, for all you
Yeah.
do for the sport, thank you very much.
Thanks very much.
It's much
Yeah,
appreciated.
yeah.
And 1, 2, 3. Ooh. Well, here we are, we're still wandering around the course, and we've come across the King of Spring, Michael Kurdybelski. That's not subtle, is it? Do you want to tell us a bit about your gun?
Of course I can. TX, I love them to bits. I have MK2, a TX200 MK2, that's MK3 unfortunately my nickel plated, which was meant to be in here, my favorite gun, which I'm always winning, even with Gary, on the nationals, accidentally died on Thursday. So the funeral was on Friday morning, and I had to borrow my gun from the office. That's a gold plated, it's a double 24 karat gold, real gold, and it was meant to be shiny in my office. However, it happened what it happened, and I had to borrow it, pinched it, and I'm trying to fight as much as I can.
Right, when we say that he's lost the chrome gun died, that's not actually true. I deliberately broke it because that's the only way I'm going to beat this idiot. But I mean, Michael is a true ambassador to the sport, a true ambassador to spring gun shooting. He's always happy to help everyone. He's always happy to pass on knowledge. He's an absolutely brilliant shot. But today, I mean, we've had some great shooters out there today.
We do, yes.
Not me, but
yes.
Yeah, who are the other guys out there doing well?
It's a Dutch guy. It's a Jonas. Jonas is doing. He did 52 points yesterday. He finished 54 today. I don't know how he has done that.
Yeah.
I'm going to question the chronograph, but yes, all those lies we've just heard from Gary, they just a bunch of lies. I'm not as good. I try to do my best, but yes, I really enjoyed the time, and this event is absolutely marvelous.
I think I've only ever beaten you once. Was it Groupon?
No, yes, we were boxing on the back in them days. We were boxing, and I'm yeah, I should just check the size, and then that explains everything, doesn't it?
Well, Michael, good luck. We're going to
thank you very much, Gary.
Really appreciate it, and go and smash the course up.
Thank you very much. I'll do my best. See you.
Take care. Well, here we are on Alpha course. I don't even know where I am. And we've bumped into our favourite American, Mr. Bill Calder, and our very own geezer bird, Toni Bingley. Bill, so is this your first time shooting in the UK?
Oh no, I've shot here before, but field target, that other sport.
Ah, yeah, we don't talk about that.
So I came over in 19 to do that, but no, I've been here for that one, and then I was talking with friends on texting Rex and the guys and stuff like that, and they're like, get your butt over here. And I'm like, I don't have a gun for HFT. I don't even know how to do it. He goes, come on, I'm going to beat your butt. So I'm like, I'm coming. Well, so I came. And
you have a very unique firearm, don't you? Do you want to grab your rifle and show the viewers?
Sure.
This thing is absolutely insane. Okay, do you want to tell us I mean, obviously you're American, so go big or go home. What on earth is that?
Well, this would also be an American-made gun, made by...
You can show it on this side. Brilliant.
Made by my friend Tim McMurray, Mac 1 air guns. So this is an unregulated tube gun.
Yeah.
Goes through here. Air comes in through there, up this breech arm that swings across, straight down to the behind the pellet and out. It's got the exposed hammer, like an old revolver that you have to pull back, and the hammer slams down on the valve sticking out.
So I assume your pellets are made of depleted uranium?
Oh, exactly. Yeah, it's made special by JSB.
Amazing. Shooting a Hawk scope.
Amazing
piece of kit. Well, I say Toni is here shooting as well. Come in, Toni.
Come on in.
Toni, so you're shooting a Steyr today?
Yep.
And she's been shooting amazingly recently, you know, really good. And unfortunately, she's just missed her first target. Well, you killed 10, and then we 12. Came up and 12. We come up behind her, and she missed her first one. So we're just going to. What we're going to do is we're just going to maybe film on the next peg. We're certainly going to film this one.
Oh yeah.
Shoot this thing, and then we'll let them get back to shooting. Right. But Bill, thanks for coming over.
Thanks very much.
Toni, give us a kiss. And we'll see you all in a bit.
All right.
Okay, so we're moving around the course, and we've come across three of my favourite stick shooters. On my far left, we've got we'll come back to you in a minute. We've got John Gray and we've got Stuart Allett, and this is the woman who's been the bane of my life for the last 15 years, Jean Greytrix. Sticks for the 2023 World Championships. How are you getting on? How are you finding it?
It's been challenging, but you know, obviously it's the same for everybody, and you know, we've overcome the challenges, and you know, obviously hit some good ones and missed some obviously some of the easier ones. But yeah, it's been a really great experience.
Now, Stuart, we were having a chat the other day about the World Championships, and you know, you were saying that you're a little bit nervous about coming to shoot at the Worlds. How have you found it? Have you found it inclusive? Have you found it daunting?
It's like a lovely club shoot, but on a grander scale. people are fantastic. Everyone gets on well. Everyone's helping a little bit afterwards, chatting. It's a fantastic event. I'll come again, recommend it to anyone, even though it's your first time, do it.
Excellent. Now, Jeannie, if you don't mind me saying, you're in your 70s?
Yes.
73 years old. Now, Jean can jump up and down. She's as fit, probably fitter than any of us three. But you've chosen to take on the challenge of the sticks because basically you don't want to be getting up and down and rolling around in mud and that. How have you found it shooting in the stick class?
It's hard.
Right.
It's hard. It's not as stable.
Mm.
They all wobble around, they fall about.
And what about the sticks?
They do it as well, unfortunately. But no, I chose to do sticks because I find after a 30-shot course, getting up and down off the mat is just so uncomfortable.
Right.
So I got the chance to try them.
Excellent. Same banter, same course, same as everything.
Absolutely.
So, guys, would you say that the advantage with the stick class is that maybe for some people who are coming to maybe to the end of their shooting career, it extends the amount of time that they can continue shooting?
Most definitely. Also, if you want to take it up and you don't fancy laying down or standing up, try it. You don't have to be getting on in life or anything like that. If you're young, just try it. Something different.
I think very wise words, and considering they're coming from you, that's fairly amazing.
I've never been called wise before in my life, so that's a bonus.
There's a reason for that.
Well,
we're going to let you get back to your shooting. Thank you so much, and
cheers,
the stick shooters.
Cheers, very much. Cheers, Gary.
See you in a bit. So, many other places have the Swiss Family Robinson. We have the Hales. Going from in descending order of height, we have Karen, which is mum on the right. Then we've got Anton. Then we've got Sebastian, and then we've got the common one, Wally. Guys, what do you think about this as a family sport? We'll go with you first, Sebastian.
I'm finding it great shooting with them, even though I'm on a different peg. We're still close together, and it's all working really well. It's fun, you know, that kind of thing.
Is there a big sibling rivalry with your brother?
There is.
There is. So which of you two is the better shooter?
Him, definitely. Oh, he's on it.
Now, I would say that are the pair of you better than your dad, but I've seen your dad shoot, so we're not even going to go down that route.
Especially this weekend.
So, Mum, Danny and Karen,
Yeah.
how have you found it? I mean, obviously, as a mother, kids with firearms, is that any kind of concern you've ever had? You know, have you felt that it's helped, you know, with that kind of, sort of...
No, I don't have concerns about this. I mean, they're outside all day long, so yeah, having fun.
Just get them out of the house.
Concerns, yeah, as well.
So, Wally, how do you find it? You know, most of us come here to get away from the kids, but yours are actually nice.
I have to drag them along, but it is to get them out of the house. It is good family time. It's outdoors. It's and it's not something you can do in Australia without licenses. So I jumped at the chance as soon as I found out you could do it. It's like, give it a go.
But I'd have thought you'd have air guns, you have to fight off the spiders and the sharks and all that.
Illegally,
kind of
but.
Yeah. I think we need to have a drop bear target.
Yeah. Well, last time it was the one that got me, the kangaroo. He had the kangaroo, peg 22 in the 2-2 class, and
that was put there especially for you.
Yeah.
Well, time a kangaroo down sport. Actually, that's probably not the best thing to say actually these days, especially when there are kids around. Guys, thank you so much. We'll let you get back to your shooting, but thank you so much for coming along and supporting the sport.
Thanks for you.
Cheers, guys.
Cool. Cheers.
Wonderful.
Full charging kit. This is from Derwent Rifles. It's courtesy of wherever Matt Wilson is. Where are you, man? He might be about somewhere. He's gone, but just a top human for even continually supporting this. So this pretty awesome prize is going to 2468. Who do we appreciate? Not us. It's Steve Price. We're going to go pellets, mate. What do you reckon? Sleeve each or not?
Sleeve each.
Do you want to just do two? Fuck it. We could win.
I'll tell you what, do 2, and then 1.
Yeah, cool. No worries. Yeah, 2. I haven't gone about this one daily, mate. Right, next prize up, we've got HW77 in 177. Courtesy of one of our awesome sponsors, Ron Daly's. It's a local gun shop to myself and Chris. the guy's awesome. He really is. He does a lot. He came and had I don't know if any of you guys saw him earlier, but he's chucked this our way. One of the better springers that isn't in air arms at this time. So let's go for it. Ooh, 37. Brett Holloway. What was the XTI winner, Jane? What was the XTI winner's name again? Just out of curiosity. With the first wonderful prize, I would like a phenomenal supporter of our sport and all the other airgun disciplines, not just HFT, all of the other ones, and they do tremendous, immense work. They're a pleasure to deal with, and I mean this as well. I mean this. They are an absolute pleasure, and they do an insane amount of work. And I'd like to invite Claire West, Lady Claire, Lady Air Arms up. Hello. The Empress of air gunning, ladies and gentlemen. That's it. Oh, Cleopatra. You'd make a good Cleopatra.
I'm not sure about that.
Okay, right. So the first thing that we're going to go for, Chris, would you like to take this? Right. So it's going to be an XTI 50, which retail at a lot of money, around the 3.5k mark. At the moment, we don't have the XTI 50. The reason for that is because you will have this built to how you want it. They come in a variety of stocks, different hockey mechanisms, all that sort of stuff. So what will happen, the winner of this gets the voucher, they ring Air Arms, and they get it custom built for themselves. How awesome is that? Brilliant. Yeah, it's awesome, isn't it? Once again, proud heart. Okay, right, so we're going to go for it. So, XTI 50. Scott. Is there a Kevin Scott? Yeah, go on, Claire, go on. Yeah, just follow Tom over there. Once again, to Air Arms and Claire, like phenomenal effort from these guys. All the goodie bags that you got, they cost a lot of money. They've once again, Claire, thank you ever so much. You're a star. Oh, you're a star. Oh, great. Claire West, everyone.